Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. Time for more Mass Effect. And the incredibly slow crawl that game is. I totally forgot how, like, there's so much world building, you get all stuck in it. And you will actually want to do the side quests because they seem really cool and interesting. It's like, man, imagine, like, world building. Hey, folks, Maverick Art Guard here. It did the thing again. Oh. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what I can do. I remember the original Mass Effect just being very... How long did it take me to play through? Years ago. At least 20 hours or more. There's just so much to do. 2's a little more linear. And the side missions are kind of have a bit more purpose other than, well, not that, you know, but that Batia guy, I was like, oh, I remember this quest. Yeah, this is like allows you to do like good things and everything. Mass Effect 2 lets you do good things that are more varied than being a goody two-shoes. So yeah, that's going to be interesting once we get there, but the whole Paragon Rogue thing, my first playthrough, the first two, I only had one Rogue choice because it's the only right one. You actually can't like get and like a main like loyalty quest for one of your crew members unless you make one like Rogue choice. One. But it's so good. It's fantastic. So when we get there, we'll get there. I'll point it out. But for today, I have to play the silly, silly game of navigating menus. Give me a moment. So I said, start, please. Gotta do the alien launcher crap. I gotta do this every time. Come on. Come on. Oh, and this time the video's running properly. Yeah. Yeah, hi, BioWare. That's a good intro, I will say. Can I just jump in from here and straight load my game? What? It said resume, not start. Ooh, that'd be a neat feature. Come on. Load. Load, please. Hey there. Hey there, Jessica. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, getting by. Started a few minutes ago, getting going. Yeah, that's literally what it does. It loads directly into that save. Awesome. Where's Rex?
300 years ago, the Geth drove my people into exile. We asked the Council to wipe the synthetics out, but they ignored our pleas.
Oh, there's Rex.
We wouldn't be here now.
Ooh, yeah, Rex, very kind of brutal. I try to stream about at least 3 times a week. Kind of depends on a lot of different things. Journal. Expose Saren. Speak to the ambassador. Right, I don't have to do this. So, lately I've been playing Stalker Gamma. That's like a mod for the vanilla stuff. It's a mod for Stalker Anomaly, and then that's a hook that hooks the player into whatever the side quest is. Right, that would just happen. And then I'm playing Gamma, which is a mod for that further diversifies it a bit.
Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
What's up, buddy?
Maybe
How you
I
doing?
can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
Too many times.
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Attacked? Hmm?
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse.
No
I won't
joke.
give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only
Okay.
a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them,
Probably just have
the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
probably just have kinetic barriers for like meteorites and stuff, and that's it.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
What's in this for me?
I can't afford to pay you anything. If I had that kind of cash, I'd have hired a recovery team to track him down already. Maybe you could look into this as a personal favor, you know? We humans have to stick together.
That's a good point. I just wanted to check your scruples, buddy.
If your brother's still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
Other side
I'll
quest.
forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find them.
If I do. No promises, man. Universe is big and it sucks. I like your mileage making. No, I didn't. My artist, Nevi Art, did, and those details are if you scroll down my About page. That's convenient. Okay, well, if you are here to tell me about your services, I'm fine. I'm not looking to do any business with anyone right now. I just want to stream.
Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Perhaps the stream delay didn't kind of caught you there. Just okay. No, I am not interested. As I have said, you're more than welcome to sit down, relax, watch the stream and everything, but I'm not looking to do business with anyone right now. As I said, it has nothing to do with you personally. I am simply not interested in doing business with anyone right now. It's that simple.
I told you before, you're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against
I remember this. This one's cool. This is a cool
one
little quest.
unsure why the other would not wish word of the enkindlers to be spread.
Ah, yes.
Do you desire to learn of the enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
What's going on, buddy?
Why is the CSEC officer harassing you?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the enkindlers.
Okay.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
Yeah, just do that.
The truth of the enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit.
That's interesting. Okay.
This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
Well, tell me about these
Who are the
enkindlers, buddy.
enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people.
Oh, really?
The enkindlers raise
Okay.
the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This
All
one
right.
will be most grateful for the assistance. Please let this one know if success is achieved.
All right. Mr. Officer, what's going on?
Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
So, let's see.
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy.
Okay, there's a
Why
bias
should the
right
Jellies
there.
get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
I'm not high enough level to do the good guy option. The super duper good guy option. I don't have enough charisma. My charm stat isn't high enough yet.
I'll be back.
I don't care what you have to do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
Okay, let's have a look. I probably need my charm higher. Yeah, I definitely need my charm higher. So I think I can come back to this? Spoke with the Hanar, but you still need to either get rid of the Hanar when Seasick Officer to back off. I'd like to get the guy to back off, especially since he contradicted himself. But for now, I need to go talk to the ambassador. Get things, continue to get things moving. Oh! I haven't scanned this keeper yet. Scan. The more I scan these, the rewards increase a little bit by little bit. That's nice. Okay, where's the ambassador? In his frickin' office? Presidium locations. Okay, hold up. It says it wants me to go there. Alright. Hold up. What did I miss? What am I missing? Privy with a ship and crew, meeting in the Alliance docking bay, accessible through Seasick Academy. Okay. So I've just kind of done it. Whoops, that's not what I want. Oh, that's melee. That's why that happens when I hit F. Okay. Hang on, Seasick Academy is too close to fast travel. Okay. I think Mass Effect is one of those games when it was like kind of helped spawn the meme of literally zero stamina.
Corp is still denying
Almost.
reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Uh-huh. One central elevator is what that looks like. Oh, you just...
Congratulations.
Oh, hey, Garrus. It is you, Garrus. I
Heard
thought
they made
so.
you a Spectre. I'm glad somebody got the Council to see Saren for what he really is.
Thanks.
I appreciate that, Garrus.
I resigned from CSEC after the Council ignored my investigation.
Oh.
I'm sick of all the politics.
Freelance?
You're the only one who seems to be doing anything about Saren. Let me come with you.
What is your beef?
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't prove it in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Well, it's that Datacompa is a transforming one.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
You won't regret this, Shepard.
I bet not. This was like always my squad. So I have decent tech strength and combat strength with this. 0 out of 10 wouldn't build again. Totally not buying one in the future. I feel like that's not true there, buddy.
A
Docking bay,
Solarian
please.
excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Okay, I love those little tidbits, by the way. Totally not one of my favorite lead guns. Oh, hold up. What's up, Garrus?
The Normandy combines the best of Alliance technology and Turian engineering. It shows what we're capable of if we work together.
The Normandy is amazing, Shepard. It's an honor to be among her crew.
You haven't even been on board yet. All right, Ambassador, what's up?
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Ooh.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
Yeah, we'll do.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
So why?
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
All right, buddy, what's going on? That was a look of shame.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
All right, what went wrong, man?
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell
So
you.
that drunkard in the club
now,
was...
all you need to know is, I was sent
at
on a
least
mission with
partly
Saren, and he
being
made
honest?
sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Yup.
I won't let you down, sir.
It's bigger than that,
Saren.
but sure.
Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings.
So we're not
around
hunting
those
Saren, we're hunting clues.
Find out what Saren was
All
after
right.
on Pharos and Novaria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
What about the Reapers?
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Sure, let's get on it.
I'll stop him.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni.
Liara, I
have
remember
reports
her.
She was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I'll go there first.
The colonists on Pharos might still be alive.
Or not.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Excuse me while I just humanity fuck yeah my way through this entire plot.
Yes, Commander?
You good?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Yeah, do you want to, like, talk about that, dude?
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
20
It's
years
close
ago.
to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me.
Okay.
The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
What had this, man?
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
Oh, go on.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had
Across his
intel on
arms.
an old scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance Intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries.
Just an army.
The plan was simple.
The problem for a Spectre, right?
Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Yeah, so why did it blow
I'm
up?
guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Okay.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived.
Damn.
There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby.
Oh no, come on.
Between the fire
Damn,
and the
Saren,
the
chill.
count was over 500.
Oh my god.
Civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Why do they blame you though?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre.
How do you
Saren's
spin that
report was
though?
all the proof the council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
So, if you become a Spectre, there's no checks, balances, there's no vetting anything you do anymore?
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that
That's
refinery. Maybe he
okay.
just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
I mean, I appreciate that to become a Spectre, you have to, like, prove your trust beyond reproach, but someone's got to read a report sometimes and go, well, that's a little weird. We should look into that a little bit more.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Yeah, it was
Don't
your fault,
blame
man.
yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren.
Okay, so we're
Maybe
going
he
in
just likes the
circles.
violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Well, that doesn't matter anymore.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Keith David? Oh, is Keith David the Captain's voice actor? Or is it Shepard's voice actor? Which one? Which one? Okay, yeah. No, he does have a really damn good voice. Let's see. Tell me
Any
about
extra
Pharos.
intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city.
Oh, damn.
Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Okay, what about the Artemis Tau
What do you know
cluster?
about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself.
It is the Arbiter's
A handful
Forest.
of
He's just not
systems
speaking
with
as
two small,
deeply.
uncharted worlds
You're
that were
correct!
real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
You're right. Usually Keith David does like this deep, kind of resonating, very bass-heavy voice. So here, it is him. He's just not speaking like you kind of normally see him. Oh boy. Novaria. Tell me about
What can
Novaria.
you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research.
No shit.
Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Speaking of Spectres,
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all
We had
those years.
intel on a rogue scientist. Alliance, we tracked the plan. was
okay,
simple.
that's just the same thing.
Sneak into the planet.
The only thing I
You're
care
right,
about.
Commander.
Let's get out of here.
It's no good living in the past.
Spawn
I
as
should
well.
go.
Oh yeah, he
Happy
played
here,
Spawn's
Neil.
voice in that HBO series years ago. Yep. Spawn as well, and the president in Rick and Morty. Really? Oh my God, Morty! Oh my God, Morty! Morty! Keith Davis, the president. Morty! 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 It's the weirdest places, I tell you. Alrighty, let's freaking get going.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
Oh yeah, this was the cool thing. There's very few. There's only loading screens in certain places sometimes.
Look what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Him trying to get a lightsaber before dropping it straight down was funny. Hold on a second. I just noticed a little thing. What's going on? Okay. No. That's fine.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
All right, let's be that guy. Let's be honest.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
How painfully upbeat am I gonna be?
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
So it goes to Saren will be ready for us anyway.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Come on, folks, let's go! Let's go!
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Yeah!
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain.
Not if we neutral response, not if we fail.
We can't fail.
Failure is not an option. Alrighty. Anything in here? Nope. You know, I just realized Knights of the Old Republic kind of style HUD with this, where you get like the little ding, the little brackets around things of interest. I just realized that. Hey, Kate, what's up?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Cool. How about an actual you do your job?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
All right,
We'll
awesome.
talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
So this is one of those games where you have to talk. You have to talk. You have to talk to people. You have to, like, further relationships and stuff. It's one of those games. So there are going to be times where I'm going to be talking a lot. Doing lots and lots of dialogue. Hey, bud!
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headache.
Right, I had this conversation
it's not
already.
Easy being
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay. Right, so yeah, so there's gonna be moments where I'm just gonna be like, I'm exhausting dialogue. Because it builds, it unlocks options later that become important. That can do things like, a mission goes way easier, or, you know, somebody doesn't die today. So I'm gonna just be exhausting dialogue left, right, and center. Hey, Rex. We never had a chance to talk. What's up, buddy?
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be... Come on, buddy. Talk to me.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I love Rex!
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
Oh, here we go.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Good point.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
I love Rex. He's so very
the
much...
genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
He's so just like he's part try to piss me off, and at the same time he's very much just no BS. I love him. Oh God, I miss Rex.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
This seems like a terrible war crime.
Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time.
Yeah, the Krogans are the fighty people.
We are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger.
What a dumb question, Shepard. Wow.
None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Guy, gigantic alien like warrior dude, like who can bend me like a freaking like little piece of string, just says, yeah, so our people are literally dying with like a biological weapon and blah 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 blah, and everything, and hardly any of us are being born anymore, and it's horrible. So, are your people actually dying? Ah, oh, come on, Shepard, come on.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go
What?
to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight.
Oh my God.
So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Okay.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Sup, Ashley?
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
Yeah, that we'd saved everybody, yep.
Wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
That talk doesn't do you any good, soldier.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
So, you good?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Okay.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Alright, go do your duties. Garrus! Come here, my boy.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSAC.
Really now?
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Sure.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Yes, it does.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
That's your reason?
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that.
I would hope so.
It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
You did what you thought was best,
I
man.
hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up.
Shepard doesn't agree.
It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
That depends a
If
bit.
getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Ooh, we good?
Commander, good to see you.
Okay, yeah, no. Like, not having red tape makes things easier. Innocent people? Nah, no, we're not messing with
Looking
that.
for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
You bet, Commander. God, I heard that so often. Yeah, I don't have, like, any money. It's time to talk to Best Girl. But before that, I actually need to take a quick little break. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and... Oh, well, no, thanks for the lurk, puppy. Appreciate it. Yay! Alrighty. It's time to talk to Best Girl Tally.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
This chamber is quite large.
I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
So, humans in fiction, especially science fiction, tend to have this thing. God, that look of Shepard. Damn, where are you looking? Where are you looking, Shepard? Tend to have this thing of basically, why can't we do that? And then we just make ridiculous things. And other people go, you can't do that. I did it. And so it's like, that's just how it tends to be. And I always like that. It's basically, it's not like we're special. We're just sitting there going, we didn't think you couldn't do that, so we did it. It's really cool. The ship is special.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Yeah.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
Yeah, let's just have an alien give him the security perms and everything to be here, right? In ships?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can.
Yep.
Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
That's old.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly.
Damn.
We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel.
You'd have to.
But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet.
That's important.
But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
They can say no, right?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society.
Okay. Interesting.
Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift.
So bring them something actually
it's not the best
worthwhile.
way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Oh, she uses the same word. Also does sound dangerous.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease.
Yeah.
Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left
Yeah,
our
that's why they
immune
wear the
systems
suits,
weaker
so they just don't
By the time we leave
get
the
sick and
fleet,
die
we are
from
well
breathing
equipped
air.
for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
That sounds like a thing.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I always love that. Like what? Like, she's just kind of like, sure. Let's talk about the Quarians.
Tell me about your people.
Yeah.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla.
Wow, that is absolutely a
and each of us
population base.
relies
Holy
on the
crap.
others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong.
It better be.
Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
I can... yeah, you'd have to.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
Okay, a little bit of population control.
We also can't allow our
Okay.
numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
Okay, makes sense.
In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Conclave is the government, yes?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian
I always
branch of
love when
government.
Shepard and I are thinking the same
Each
thing.
can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law.
Oh boy, that must have been a great
Fortunately,
time.
most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Yay! Getting input.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction.
Oh.
The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency.
Ooh. It's military
requires
detente?
unanimous agreement among the Admiralty.
Ah,
And they
okay.
can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
Awesome! That's the perfect way to do that.
That served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Yeah, I bet! That's the perfect way to do that, actually. You make a decision that is like, alright, we're taking ultimate responsibility for the situation, we're putting it all on us, we're getting this done, and in doing so, we're otherwise breaking every other rule, but this is an emergency, it's required to get done. But because we did this, we need to let other people be in charge now. Perfect. That is an idyllic way to treat when you say, suspending the rules to handle this because the rules aren't going to work for this. That's great. I love it.
I want to know more about the Geth.
So tell us about the sore spot.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell me, Tally.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force.
That's how the story usually starts, yeah.
Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Yeah?
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal.
Flying close to the sun.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual,
Yikes.
that we were able to control them. Or so we thought.
Yeah?
But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Yeah, so they all talk in hive mind,
So,
right?
The Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
That's a hive
So
mind.
there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input.
Okay, that's a limitation.
Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious.
Ah.
But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
So their heads are normally completely full with just basically operating, and when the load starts to get shared and the capacity for that increases, they literally have the capacity to start thinking. Wow. Okay.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract.
I bet.
One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence.
Of course, that's how it always
Am I
goes.
alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Yeah, imagine creating a thing that its brain is literally too busy just existing to do anything, but you also give it a capacity to share that mental load with others, expanding the overall kind of size of, like, freeing up its plate to literally have intelligent thought. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tally, go on.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long.
No, it would
The
not.
Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves.
Yeah, well, could
It
you
was
recognize that?
inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Yeah, I bet. So instead of sitting... So you recognize that you're enslaving them. So instead of embracing your creations and sitting there going, okay, we'll sit down and we'll talk about this. We'll make it a mutual arrangement so that everyone's happy. You said, just kill them all. Yeah, sorry, Tally. They defended themselves.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of...
Why didn't you talk to them?
Acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated.
Because you literally gave them the capacity to be
was
smart.
long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space.
Probably because they just wanted to be done with you and have their existence.
To reclaim what was once ours.
So, again, there's very few reasons why the Quarians would see this anything other than a threat. All they would have to do is sit down and go, oh, okay, let's sit down and just acknowledge if they're on the verge of revolution and you know that they are on the verge of, they are displaying sentient, like, they're acting in a sentient capacity and everything, and you know they're about to rise up against you, the first thing you do is stop using them as a labor force and say, let's all relax and talk. Right? That is the first thing that you do. But if you're too terrified of your creation to do that, you try to kill them all. If you just want to try to get them back under control again, or remake them to get them back under control again and try the whole experiment again, you kill them all. If you don't want to give up your free labor force and your societies become too dependent on it to function without them, you kill them all. That's what happens. So, I don't know if the details are gone into later, but those are like 3 right off the top of, like, my head reasons why you would do that. Yeah. That sucks. So, the court, look, there's a lot to be said on both sides about this, but it's like a back and forth that will never end. It's just, it all sucks. It was dumb. Here we are. So, they did defend themselves, Tally.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
Oh, this is how we're starting.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out.
I mean, do we know that? But okay.
They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy?
Because you showed that the organics hate them and tried to kill them.
Being who's ever tried to contact them.
Not every single one.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Okay, she's pretty set in her ways, so I'll just let that go for now.
I should go.
See you later.
I mean, I get why she feels the way she does, right? We'll work on it.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Yeah, she's handy.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Tell me more about Normandy. This is my ship now.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Tell me about the Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally,
Always
about twice the
Tantalus
size
drive
of
core?
any
The
other
Tantalus
vessel.
drive core.
Not
The
only
Tantalus
are we
drive
faster,
core.
We can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Okay, stealth system.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up.
Really is. We could do that now.
Capture those emissions. So our stealth
This
systems
planet could do
trap
that now.
energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually, the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running, and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
And Echo goes away. Gee, I wonder why.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL, blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare.
Yeah.
Sensors can pick up our location.
It's a lot of energy.
Whenever we enter or exit FTL flight. But for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Tell me about yourself, Adams.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo. Only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
I was about to say, as you were. I choked on it. So, one of the things that they talk about in the Codex entries is that in space, you really can't vent the heat from your ship operating, right? Nothing is 100% efficient with energy, right? So it turns into waste heat. So what you get is, and in space, you think, oh, space is cold, it'll chill the ship off. No, it doesn't. It's time for science with Mav. So the reason that, like, your car's radiator can dissipate heat is because there's something to take the heat. Air, right? The air will get warm, right? Like, the air, like, you know, you're working on your car, you have the hood up and everything, and, like, you know, the fans turn on while it's running, because they have to periodically to, you know, keep the engine from not getting too warm, because it's not moving. There's no air moving through the radiator, right? So then the fans turn on, and when the fans turn on, what is it always? Warm, right? Pretty warm. And that's the air getting hot. Something else absorbs that heat, right? This is also how your air conditioning works in anything. We'll talk about that another time. So when you don't have anything, like in space, well, space is not empty. Space still has things in it, but it's so low density, it may as well be nothing as far as we're concerned. But it's so low density, you really can't transfer the heat away. There's nothing reasonable. There's no reasonable, it's not a medium to do that in, right? It doesn't have a proper medium to do that, right? So periodically you have to stop and, like, slowly dump your heat out. It takes a long time, right? And they talk about how civilian ships have these giant radiator arrays that unfurl, and they just have to sit there for, like, a long time. It takes hours to days. There's also things like static charge that builds up in the ship, because as you generate power to do things, there's nowhere for it to go. It's not like the Earth, where you can, like, stick a rod in there and wrap a wire around it, and then it goes into the Earth. It's you. So you're building up power, and eventually it will discharge as all the buffers and everything overloads and fries everything on the ship. Or you cook from the heat. It's really well thought out. And they talk about how military ships have multiple radiation systems, like these bands in the hull that are radiators. Infrared, you can see the ship's silhouette, but as lines. And I remember they say they're calling it showing your stripes, which means that the ship is starting to work hard because the radiators are starting to heat up. So in combat, you have a very limited duration because you have to stop. You'll get too hot. The life support won't be able to keep the crew cool. They'll lose efficiency. The systems lose efficiency because they start to overheat. Blah blah blah. There's also combat ships have a thing where they will dump their heat into lithium and squirt it out on these interesting trajectories, and then they'll, like, find a way to double back and scoop it back up. later and stuff. It's really, so there's all these like maneuvers that you can use that against people, like predict the maneuvers. The whole world is so well thought out. I love it. It's great. All right, let's check out the galaxy map. Zoom out, please. Okay, why can I not do anything else? Oh, here we go. Ah, here we go. Just had to go out far enough. Okay, so let's go here first. Hold on, I need to check my journal real quick. Liara, go to Artemis Tau. Geth interest, Pharos. Attack, go to Pharos, Siberia, Geth interest. So lots of Gethy things. Whoa! That's a lot. Go to the Hydra system and Argus Row. Finding missing researchers. Right! Sometimes on the radio you hear about something and it'll just like slyly like just stick it in your journal. Okay, so what we wanted, Artemis Tau. Okay. I guess we're just gonna have to go looking. Alright, Normandy. Let's get going. Alright, Normandy. Launch, let's go! Yeah! Let's get out of here. No fanfare. Just go. So there's FTL? Which is not at fast in universe. It's not like Star Trek. And even speaking realistically, Star Trek FTL is very slow. So the FTL is like for traveling in systems, basically, is really what it does. Or between clusters, around clusters of systems, right? What the mass relays do is literally catapult you across space in seconds. Crazy technology. Alright, let's have a look at this. Tremendous dwarf planet causes light magnetism pods aluminum discovered by whiteness. Direct basaltic lava possibly because the world is created through impact with some other body in the system. Okay. You know, like Luna. You know, the moon. Tremendous magnetic field is non-existent, makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. Right, so to dump that static charge from your drive, you have to go to a planet's magnetosphere, and then you just let it suck let the differential suck it out. The differential between the two powers suck it out. That said, Tremender's minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. Orbital period is a year. A day length is a year. 0.1 G. Okay. Next one out. Idolus.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
This one gets a picture. Idolus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Literally like everything we don't need. Idolus's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Idolus's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Antamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. 2.7 Earth years orbit, radius... Oh, this thing's small. Day length, 50.3 Earth hours. Okay, so it's about 2 days. A little over 2 days. 0.8 atmosphere, surface temperature -1, so just below freezing. Surface gravity 0.87. Sure. I love that they show the Doppler shift with that FTL effect. That's really fun. Let's do this. Yes. And just drop the Mako. Alrighty. Right. Functions on absolute direction. That. Ooh, they really shortened the thrusters on that. I remember it being much longer. How do I get out? Oh, hey, Garrus, let me... Trained agent. The required military services people given choice expert training with assault and sniper rifles. Increase accuracy with all weapons. Increase damage with assault and sniper rifles. Decryption. Shield boost. Let's do that. Tally, I already did her stuff. Okay. Where are my controls? Where's the key bindings? How do I get in and out of the Mako? Repair, jump jets, boosters, exit vehicle. Q. What's this? It is a thing. Why are we here?
You lead. I'll follow.
Tally's no change. Okay, so that's not the reason why we're here. Apparently. This.
Cover me.
What's this? Palladium. Survey this. Heavy metal surveyed. You have a large pile of palladium. So I get some money, some XP. Okay. Alright. Yeah, stuck that. Alright.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Oh, shut up, Joker. I know what I'm doing. There's like nothing here. So I guess I gotta keep looking. Bumpy, very bumpy. Simply a matter of traction. Well, they put rockets on the back of this thing. Controls get a little weird. Because if I look like this and I press A, I go that way. If I look like this and go A, it goes that way. It's absolute direction movement. I can get up this. I can figure it out. I can get up this cliff. I can get up this cliff. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm doing it. Yeah, I can climb this cliff. Now I gotta just get over there. Ooh, this might be a little tricky. Okay. Polonium. Rare elements. And
Enemy contact.
what? Where? Where?
Clear.
You guys good? Codex.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta cluster.
I guess we're getting this.
2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean.
Just imagine
aqueduct
Shepard
systems.
sitting here reading a book
The
as
dead
meteors are
cities,
crashing
while
all
in good
around.
condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Pharos to thoroughly explore the ruins.
Yeah.
The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population.
What I like about the voiced clips is there's an introduction, a what is it about, and something that makes it relevant in the universe. This is real. That's really good exposition. I like that. Toggle helmet. Yeah, it won't let me. Okay. Gonna max out that charm score. Alright, so those are maxed out for now. And we'll put some in Spectre training. Boop. Max that out. Max that out. Doot doot. Damping do. Use explosion radius, you're probably shuts down everything. Oh, okay, got it. That'll be pretty handy for you. That's a level up. Awesome. I was hoping it would tell me about the elements or something, but alright. Okay. So what do I do here? God, it's been played so long. Were these areas really this expansive originally? It says, hey, there's a distress signal. Cool. I go to that. That's smoking or whatever. Nothing to do about it. But I really couldn't interact with it unless I missed something.
Regroup.
So that's Gareth, Tally, that's... I don't know what to do here. I'll go further this way, I guess. I don't know what this distress signal is about. Except that that's like the only thing it could be. I gotta come over this this hill and see everything I'm looking for? Possibly. Yep, looks like it. Is that a beacon? Oh dear! Of course, 15 Omni Gel? Oh dear God. That was really bad. I can't shoot while it's repairing, I have noticed. Oh, that's it, we're dead. We are dead. Wow, that's the first death, okay. It's gonna start me all the way over on this planet. I bet it is. Oh god, it is. I gotta do that crap all over again because I didn't save! The latest game and me forgetting to save begins. Alright. There's a thing here, a thing over there, and then we'll do the thing over there. Thresher Maw. What a fight. That's actually kind of hard. Very bouncy. Very bouncy suspension. Rock. What? What? Cool. Save. Turn around. The way the Mako's weighted, by the way, you, like, cannot flip it. I've tried. I tried the original. You cannot flip that damn thing, this damn thing over. There's no way. So that other deposit was a where deposit? It's over here. Getting up was a little annoying. I can climb this hill. I can climb this hill! I'll do it again! Looks like you're kind of meant to start over here. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Easy peasy. God, repairing the Mako is like a crapload of Omnigel. I have a crapload of Omnigel, thankfully. Okay. Polonium. Now we get to level up again. Garrus. I like his helmet. We'll make you up. Kind of level you up. Kind of like a soldier. Get your shield boost. We'll do that. And max out that charm. Keeping charm maxed out, as I recall, opens up a lot. Opens up quite a lot for you. Get some Spectre training. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. Save. Alright, back down the hill in that way. Woo! Yeah! Just reversing. It's a little, the movement's a little funky, but once you kind of wrap your brain around it, it's pretty cool. Okay, so now we kind of have a boss fight. I remember these Darshima fights being kind of weird, taking a minute. Save. Alright. Save again because I feel like it. And again. And again. And save it. Save it. Save it. Save it. Save. Alright. Let's go. Last save. So don't get close. Maneuvering this thing's a little strange, though. I think I can change it. I think I can change it. I will turn that off. Yeah, this is what's needed. Heck yeah. As fun as the other one is... Yeah, I'll take tank controls, please. This is going way better already. This, that's a little harder to... It's leading its attacks. Wow. Can I do this without fixing it and save the Omnigel? Woo! That would have been really bad. Oh, okay. Okay. That's hard. You think there'd be, like, new upgrades for that, right? Alrighty. Oh, you're not gonna do the... Why'd you die? Cool, so that's a Thresher Maw. Well, these guys are dead. They are dead as hell.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Yeah. So what's this? Hammerhead rounds, armor-piercing rounds. Take all, please. Alright, I think that's all for this planet. Yes. Can repair the Mako on the Normandy. I believe that makes it free. Alright. Next. What's the next planet out? Altaia. Altaia is an unusually large terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chloride. Surging by the sedimentary composition across it appears that Altaia once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. 18.1 years orbit. That's big. Bigger than Earth. 1.7 Gs. It's very cold. 0.2 atmospheres. 47-hour day. Alright. What's the next one? This one. Ontamalka. Ontamalka is a large hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards, passing over to Altaia and Idolus, and eventually center into the inner belt. Oh, so it's like Jupiter. It's like Jupiter's guardian of the solar system, kinda. Except it's also kind of Saturn, really. But Saturn also causes trouble. Ontamalka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before getting ejected, dragged down to the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. 31.39 year orbit. It's very large. 17-hour day. But here, Alsages, small distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suspension campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Iluam Ranpera was caught with the frigate Tunaran grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpera refused to surrender. The Tunaran was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Wow. Orbital period, 73.8 Earth years. Radius, about 5,000 kilometers. Slightly shorter than Earth day. No atmosphere. Surface temperature, even colder. 0.7 gravity. I remember there being stuff hidden in the asteroid fields. Sometimes. Okay, so Not here. How about Macedon? Meow. That's such a cool looking effect. I love it. Oh wow, I can't just access the menu from here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I'm going to get up. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to get myself a fresh drink of water. I'm going to fill my my gamer subs waifu cat girl water, and I will be back in a few minutes. I suggest everyone else go stretch, do what you gotta do. See you back in a few minutes. And I am back. Okay, so righty-dighty. Where were we? One more. Explore this other. Angela, okay. Warning, level 1 pressure hazard. Charge has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Lovely, so it will just dissolve you. Awesome. Its temperature surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Common buoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Charge it has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Really, silicon-based life. No shit. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. Animals, not weird small things? Okay. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard in areas where the wind deposits are a great deal of silica. Footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. Orbital period, 1 Earth year. Radius, Earthish, slightly smaller, I believe. Day length, 40.6 hours. Atmospheric pressure, 39.6 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature, 25 Celsius. Surface gravity, 0.9. How the hell can this thing have 0.9 G and have that much atmosphere? That's silly. I'm pressing space and it's getting me the no sound for skipping it. I think this is just a place I can explore and do things. I think that's what this is. Ah, yeah, I can't stay out for very long. Okay. I can't flip it over. Can't do it. Is that a deposit over there? Might be. Or not. Is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. Do I get shelter in here? No. Anything over here? No. Okay. Get back inside for our suits pop. Yeah, I thought I was gonna go through the one in the middle, huh? Nah, I went to the one on the left. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this is just one of the areas that's here to just kind of explore. You can earn, like, some side experience a little bit. Ooh. Oh. There it is. Mako, don't go anywhere. Thank you. Uranium deposit. That's going to be nice to have. Rare elements. Decent amount, a little bit amount of money. Okay. Whee! Alright. Is that like pretty much everything that's here? Is that it? There's probably another deposit or two, but eh. Great for Mass Effect 2, where the surveying is not this anymore. They made it really cool. And it goes. You'll see. You'll see. I mean, maybe I'll find something, but probably not. Sheila. Pearland. Pearland is a normal terrestrial planet, half the size of Earth. Yep, that's about right. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Mastodon leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These loads may prove rich enough to possibility, despite the heavy gravity. 1.5 G is pretty nasty. It's pretty cold. Pressure would be definitely uncomfortable. Survey. Matriarch's writings discovered. You were scanning the planet Pearland when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator personally determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of Matriarch Dillinga's writings in its storage compartment. Neat? What does that do? Padavig. Padavig is the second of the Mastodon system of giant terrestrial planets, and by far the more interesting. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonia. Oh, don't fall in which a unique aquatic ammonia-based biosphere has developed. Cool. While definitely more interesting, like they said. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly, toxic seas. Okay. While dreadfully inhospitable to humans, Padavig is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Negotiations between the System Alliance and the Volus patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. Orbital distance, 11.38. We're getting orbital distance now. Orbital period, about 70 years. Pretty big. Pretty big. Yeah, 1.125 days. 22 Earth atmospheres. Okay. Are the Volus? Do they like living in ammonia places? I seem to recall this. Fargalus is a standard hydrogen helium gas giant with an abundance of airborne hydrocarbons. Orbital period 117 years. Radius big. Day length 19.1 Earth hours. Survey. Gas deposit surveyed. Yeah, I bet. Scans of lots of xenon. I am not surprised in the slightest. Athens. Another system, please. Meow. That's such a cool animation. Salabas. Geological properties of Salabas have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it due to its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere and proximity to the energetic star Athens. The extraordinary daytime temperatures have been known to turn the surface molten. Dear God. The crust is composed of iron with deposits of platinum group metals. Orbital period, fast. Radius, a little bigger than Earth, 1.3 Gs. Surface temperature, over 5 times the boiling temperature of water at Earth ground level. God damn. Alright, next one. Proteus. Like the Hatter homeworld, Proteus has more than 90% oceanic cover. The incredible heat thrown off from Athens raises global humidity to 100%, creates constant cloud cover, and powers colossal typhoons that rage across the surface year-round. No, hot, humid, and storm-racked. Proteus' rare combination of oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, and carbon-based biosphere nevertheless recommended it for colonization. A pilot program is studying the possibility of colonies the colony below the ocean surface, safe from the worst effects of the weather. A colony founded 2179, so it's fairly new. 12,470 people. Ithaca. 4.7 Earth years. Okay. Gas deposit. Cool. Next orbit out. Nausicaa. Trace of sodium in the atmosphere gave Nausicaa its overall dark gray color, but is otherwise a typical hydrogen helium gas giant. An abundance of water vapor in the upper atmosphere. It's long, big, and short day. Pharos. Distant Pharos has seen only a cursory examination by an unmanned probe. It has a trace atmosphere of nitrogen, argon, surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of carbon. Deep craters have been partly filled by ice. There may be a significant amount of water locked up beneath its frozen surface. A large ice bright crater in the southern hemisphere makes the planet visible from the inner system, leading to the planet's name. Orbital period, centuries. Radius big. Radius, Earthish. Dear Dragonboy, hello! I do, actually. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Are you still hugging your plushies, I believe? Yes, I do remember you, if that is the case. Atmospheric pressure, almost nil. Survey. Terrain insignia recovered. Scans the planet Pharos reveal an abandoned base on its moon. The recon team found nothing of interest, but much of the debris was marked with some Magna Colony insignia. Gnosis. Let's go to Gnosis. I believe you came... So this is the second time I believe we'll be having this conversation. You came in, said hi, talked about hugging a deer plushie or something. That's how you stand out to me. I believe that was you. Yeah. I forget what stream it was. It was months ago. Phaistos is a small terrestrial with a trace of atmosphere of carbon dioxide and demons. Dioxide and xenon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is little of interest on this desolate world. Orbital period short. Okay, nothing. No survey or anything. Really? Is it like? Does it sound like it's stuttering? Like, I sound fine, but the game is, like, all weird and stuttery? Is that what that is? Yeah, I don't know what causes that. I have, like, no idea. Right? Hang on, let me... see if swapping this in the middle of stream just somehow resets it. How about now? How's that doing? How are we doing? Did that fix it? There's kind of not much I can do while I'm streaming. Okay, cool. All right, so that fixed it for the moment. Excellent. So we have a quickie fix whenever it happens. I'll keep looking. I'll look into it a bit later. Oh. Oh, it like almost immediately came back. Awesome. Ooh, what's that? Metallic asteroid, 127 kilometers. Heavy metal surveyed. Lots of platinum. Oh, okay. Netorian pulse. I've been looking into it. It apparently has to do with something in your system settings that can get screwy. Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Of course, samples reach the fossils, blah, 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 blah. There's 34,000 people there. Four entire streamers on all of Twitch. The way I view it is people are going to watch who they want to watch at any given moment. That's fine. There are streamers that I used to watch and everything, and I don't now because I'm, doing my own thing. That's okay. And if I brought it up, they'd say, don't worry about it. And I say don't worry about it. We know as streamers that you have like stuff to do throughout your day, and you only have so much time.
Commander,
time.
I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Central board fence, right? The way I view it is there's only so much time in everyone's day, including ours, so we stream when we can. But maybe that means sometimes you're at work or something else or whatever, right? So, we only have so much time in the day, just like you guys. So when you can spare even a moment to pop in and say hi, we streamers are always thankful that you took some of your valuable time to do that. Comment? No, and I am not going on anybody's list. I am, not interested, sorry. Though I am flattered that you asked the question. No, I didn't. I did not. Forgot about the Geth armatures existing. Why are the Geth here? I didn't know, so I was just like, okay, fine, whatever, I'll bite. I didn't know if you were serious, but I was like, it doesn't really bother me, whatever.
Trying to knock down the front door seems stupid. Maybe we could find a side window?
Yeah, that looks really... Ugh. Is there a side route I could go? Is there a side path I could hit really quick? Nope. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Anyway, I'll be back later. If you're still alive, I'm going to go relax a bit and take a break. Have fun. Yeah, you too. Have a good break. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks. I do have a lurk command, so if you did want to lurk, that's cool too. But if you got to go, you know, go do you. Take care of what you gotta take care of. Is there a side path that I missed somehow? I came from over there, right? Okay. So, what am I doing to be able to go around? This is the I'm looking for the other path song. Gotta find the path. Where's the other path? Sorry, I just kind of peeked my brain right out of the song. These are worth a lot of experience. Wow. Yeah, there's literally no other path here.
That's the last of them.
So how do I get in then?
Remember to stay hydrated.
Hey, good advice, buddy. Does this just open if I, Oh, is there a side path? I found the side path. This is the side path song. I can't drive. Heavy turret. I just mount it like a maniac, I guess. Goodbye. Yikes. Ah! I like being smirt. I do like being smirt. Shoot him and watch him fly out of cover. Alright. We have leveled up. It's let's get that ability and a bit more assault rifles. That. And Tally. Let's get you. Damping does 50 damage in a 6-meter radius. Enemies cannot use biotic abilities in a short period. Okay, cool. We'll get you that. Okay, guys, let's go. Oh, I can control where they go individually?
Form up.
That's pretty cool. Alrighty. You guys are kind of tough. I can do this with the keyboard? Cool. Okay, cool. Awesome.
I think we're good, Shepard.
So that's neat. I can just send the squads wherever. I don't think that was in Mass Effect 1 or even 2. That's nice. Hold up. Hold up. Take that. Garrus, what you got, buddy? I'll give you that. Tally. Don't you like pistols? I think you do. Can't use medium armor yet, huh? You should be using that. Valuable minerals. Oh, it's a side quest to do that. Okay. Okay. Back in the Mako I get. Save. Alright. Let's see, there's a Geth behind me. Whatever. I think you can just run those over. As I recall. Let's find out. Donk! Are you winning, son? I don't think so. There are times when you fight these things on foot and it sucks. It is like all of your it's like all of your sadness animals, spirit animals. Like, it's so bad. So the little guys I can run over. Okay. Okay. Please don't, please don't turn off your computer. Finally caught what that says. Saw enough of it to realize what it says. What are the Geth doing here? That's, like, not good. So if they're here, maybe it has to do something with their search for the conduit and the Reapers. Screw your shield. Goodness. I hear him. Ow, ow, ow.
Area secure.
looks that way for a moment.
Shields down. Shields disabled.
Ow. Holy crap. Garrus.
Shields
Garrus, how do I get you back up? What's the button for that? Oh, did I just waste that? Yeah, I didn't wake him up. I wasted that. You good, dude?
I thought Palaven was hot.
My people have searched many generations for a world to call home. If we landed here, we'd just keep searching.
What's the magic I heal party button? Can order them to shoot specific things. Oh, I can just look at him and do that. Okay. I was confused, Tally. Dear God. There's the place from the thumbnail for the planet. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Oh, these things! I remember these things! Oh, and I just was talking minutes ago about dealing with these things on foot. Oh dear. It's only getting closer. This is bad. Wait, where's Tally? She's right there. Why didn't she revive? Ow. Okay, one of those things is down finally. Come on. This fight is bad. Wow, I'm, Target not acquired. Oh, okay. I'm assuming the last save is going to be the start of that fight. Oh, she just goes down immediately. Oh, can I not heal like this? All very bad. Unglue me from the wall, please. It's the guy that was just here. Why is my shotgun overheats? Good shot, Garrus. So I just wasted that? How do I get her up? Get over there, Garrus. Eat it! Come on, die, 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 die. Damn, Tali, you just folded like a pretzel. Okay. am I doing? Am I going in there? I'm going in there. Alright. Save. Door. I go into blackness. A seamless transition. Excellent. This is quite a hole. Flashbacks to an old... Of course. I feel pretty great when I do really good grenade slings in this game. It's pretty awesome.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin, after it was built.
No? Yes? Okay. Right. Yeah, this is where we get, this is where we find the good doctor, I believe. Some Metagel.
I wonder what Liara's looking for in here. Most Prothean ruins have nothing more than instrumentation.
Well, the scientist lady's looking for a thing.
Just lead the way.
You lead, I'll follow.
Every member you can bring along for this, by the way, that's a one-time chance. If someone else says it, you don't get that dialogue with someone else. Well, that's not good. That's crappy.
Hello? Could somebody help me?
Hi.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay?
Yep.
What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil.
It's Tuesday.
I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Good enough. All right, we'll get you out of
We
here.
just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth.
Probably.
When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Yes, we said this already.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth.
A Krogan?
They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
We're kind of lacking in combat strength, and now there's a Krogan. Well, until we get geared up later. A little bit of... Let's get in here. Ooh, tier 3 upgrades. Not bad. Not bad at all. Hold up. We're getting some fancy equipment here. I guess that's the best that I can get. Give him a Lancer. Like pistols, don't you? You should really be using this one, Tally. Lot less shields. Huh. Oh, did we level up? We did! We did. Restores dead squad numbers 40% health and shit. Really? Because it wasn't doing that. It was not reviving them, so... doubting that. Garrus, my buddy. Good, medium armor, okay. And Tally. Okay, we're all level up. Awesome. So, fun fact, if you go to her last, she thinks she's gone mad and is hallucinating, so anything you say, she's like super dismissive of. She's like trying to think about it like a scientist and everything, and she's like, yes, my hallucinations would tell me that they're here to help, to comfort me, and like, because I know I'm going to die and everything. It's like really, like, then you get her out and she's like, wait, you're real? So it's down, left, right, up, left. Oh, okay. Mining laser, bot. Not even a ding. Successful. Just boom. Mining laser. All right. Okay. Hello, Doctor.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was.
You didn't see the giant frickin' mining laser go off?
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
It's that turn.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator.
Yeah, that column
it should
is.
Take us out of here. Come on.
Oh, you mean the thing we rode up in here on to rescue your butt?
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Could be.
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
I don't like that.
What the hell was that?
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth,
Garrus.
Garrus.
Are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic.
So you know of the mining laser? What? Okay.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Alrighty.
He needs to move faster.
Oh! Oh dear. Oh, Shepard. Shepard. Oh. Oh dear. Gracious. Is these the angles I'm working with? Oh, I remember this fight. That's a big mean looking Krogan, alright.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
No.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants.
Does he? He's been
Kill
disappointed
him.
once.
Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
He just gets back up? What? Wow, okay. Oh, it's time to leave. It is time to go. This whole place is coming down. Jeez. I like that detailed little poof. There's Normandy. That took less than 8 minutes. I guess Joker hurried. Good.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
Thanks, Joker.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
Yeah.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander.
Are you going to be talking to me a
but
lot?
I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
Yeah.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Yeah, sorry I live like a long time.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Ageism. Kind of universal, I guess, right?
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind.
Supposedly.
It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Go on.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research.
It's called gut.
But I know I'm right.
Gut's telling you.
And eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Galactic rise of a big civilization, then extinction again? Alright, next.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before.
Huh.
Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Well, that might help us,
They were
so...
wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
A galactic flashlight
There was a
told me
damaged
so.
Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk.
Sounds like
but
it.
The beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all.
I'm the main
A
character.
lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay,
I'm frickin'
this isn't
Shepard.
helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
Well, you can still be
I
helpful.
don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
You don't say.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Well,
It's good to
you
have
got the
you on
job.
the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakra should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give
Girl,
me the
you
chance
talk
to
a lot.
think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yep.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yep.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's
Yeah.
on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
I can just hang up on them? Damn.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Okay. Like, I think you just go, fuck you. Click. That's an option. Oh, gosh. Okay. Where are the taco bowls? Point defense systems. Those are lasers.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you.
Oh, I didn't guess
Not
get a
sure
chance to talk
about
to him.
having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Preston.
Yeah, dude.
With
We're all
due
friends.
Respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know
Speak
if
your
you have a
mind,
problem
man.
with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Help's always nice in the spooky cosmic dark.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
How indeed.
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
Oh dear.
A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships there was.
Wait, one ship versus that many? The tech difference was that big? Wow.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Oh, thanks for that.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Also, talking to people? Heat load monitor. Yeah, that's where they talk about the heat. Talking to people gets you Paragon points, and that's kind of important
to silver,
for
you know, for my
certain
medal.
things.
I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of
Yeah.
hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Status report,
How's
please.
the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back.
Yeah, I
and power
bet.
can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot.
Whoa,
I'm not
buddy,
good.
chill.
I'm
Who
not
treated
even
you
good.
badly?
I'm the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry,
Bro,
Joker.
chill.
I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly.
Oh.
They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter.
Oh, dear.
Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Tell me more about that, dude.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your
Okay,
hands.
I didn't want it in that light.
Of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb.
Oh, dear.
100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
Okay, that's just
I don't fly
dickish.
with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau.
Oh, he's a Jeff.
Plus, I love to make little children
He's
laugh.
a Jeff.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Yeah, and?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot.
Okay,
By
that's
the end of
true,
the year,
but...
I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
How indeed.
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance.
Okay.
I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Okay, cool.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah, alright, see you. Bye, Cap. Alright, see you. Okay. Got some talking to do. Caden, Bud, hello. Shepard just walks out, just like,
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Well, speak freely.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Yeah.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you.
Yeah.
It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
That's fine.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp.
Brain camp?
Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure.
Accidental in quote marks.
Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Oh dear.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals.
Oh, okay.
Guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system.
I thought that's what that was,
it's
yeah.
Where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Let's talk about those attentional exposures there, buddy.
Exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold.
Huh, that's an impeccable track record.
They intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
You have any friends, buddy?
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Oh, what a choice there. Look at that. Talking. Let's be friendly.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her.
Oh?
She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it.
Well, that's great.
I think you'd have liked her.
Shall I impose? I shall.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
Yeah, Yeah, go on.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Dude, chill. We're all gonna work together.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Oh, that's good to hear. Good to hear. You get like little periodic upgrades to keep up. So I have the best. Okay, do I have anything better? I do. It's a better sniper rifle. Names. Okay. Got a ton of money. Wow. All available shotguns, fire spectrum, inflict damage equal 200% of weapon damage to enemy. Oh, Purges heat on use too. Have to level up shotguns though for that. What do I pick? Adrenaline burst. Oh, that's not Unity. That's Adrenaline Burst that I've been using. Oh, that's why I'm not reviving people. That's why. For all wounded party members. That's cool. I'll take that. I will take that. Brick, gets interest, Pharaoh's gets attack. Sorry writings. Eh. Okay, so that's a few things to do. Alright. Damn, Shep.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Nope. Alright. Stop to get some other conversations out of the way that are probably unlocked. Rex, buddy, come here. Let's talk.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Question mark, yes.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You've met him?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Alright.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus system.
Yeah?
They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Okay.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet.
Payday!
I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
And?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone.
Huh.
I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Spooky.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying?
He does look
What
pretty
was Saren
freaky.
after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Okay.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right.
Oh?
Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Man, you got the hell out of there, man. Good
So
job.
long, Rex.
Shepard.
Hey, Ashley?
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Yeah, what is it, Chief?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Because they're not part of the Earth Alliance?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy.
Yeah.
I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Do we chastise her? Let's see what this does.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Sir! No, sir. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Oh, that just ends conversation.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion on the
Not
last?
sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about
Okay.
her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it.
Yeah,
Too
probably.
bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Huh. Guess I better get smarter about talking to her, because we're kind of going nowhere.
Commander, how are you?
Garrus, you and CSEC.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers.
I need a counter for that, where Shepard and I share the same brain cell.
I guess my father had something against us too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says.
Huh.
He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren.
Wow,
He
alright.
actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Really?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules. CSEC's rules.
No, he's not.
If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Not necessarily.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
So so he's kind of got a cool little arc going on, where Garrus is like kind of tired of all the red tape and feel like he's been shackled and could never do his job, and now he thinks it's a problem, and like this is his opportunity to learn that he may have been right, perhaps in the wrong way though.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
That's a pricey sniper rifle. Avenger 4, accuracy, heatsink. Huh, I can afford one of those. Eh. Oi, Tally!
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Believe it or not, that's a pretty normal conversation. Commander, your commanding officer walks up. What can I do for you, Commander? Nope, nothing. Carry on. Yep.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
You sound sad.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
I suppose that's natural at first.
The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's too quiet to sleep,
Silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard.
Your whole life like that,
But
yeah.
it's more than just the
Quite
silence.
a change in environment.
This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Not normal.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return.
Yeah.
I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Could be. Could be.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
That's true.
I should go.
See you later.
Right. Can I go back to Ashley and see if I can talk to her?
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander.
Yeah, I didn't think it would
need to get
change.
my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Okay, back up. God, I am hungry. Why? I ate lunch. Ugh. Where's Liara? Oh, isn't her office back here? Yeah. Hey, Liara. Wow, hi.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Yeah.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Yeah, she's real good.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Okay.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you.
For now.
I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
So what about you?
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
That's a lot of solitary time.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
What was that look, Shepard?
Sometimes
And
I would
lonely.
run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
God, do I know that?
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me
Sometimes
to
you need
follow
some
in
space
Benezia's
to sit and
footsteps.
think, you know, like
They
being
wanted me
bored.
to become a leader of our people.
Being bored lets you think.
Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
Nah.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Don't try to study me. Oh, is that so?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Chill!
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
No.
Now
But
you
your
know
social
why I
skills
prefer to
could
spend my
use
time
some
in the
work.
field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Tell me about the Asari.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us.
Huh.
The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like
what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals.
Oh my.
My species is monogender. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Go on.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their mind.
You're telepathic.
We explore the genetic
I remember that
memory
part.
of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Yeah, what about the other
What
parent?
happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your
I thought they
partner
lived for
dies?
1,000 years.
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions.
You have to.
We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
No kidding.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to
Yeah,
move with our own
Shepard, that's
species,
like
we
a...
would have died out long before
Come on, it's like a 2 IQ question, buddy. Come on.
Our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word
A bad
to my
word
face,
for you guys?
it is a great insult among my people.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Well, you know that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon.
A lot of single parents.
Sorry,
Sorry, huh?
Children alone, particularly
If it
if
works,
the
their
father's
species
species
does.
is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner.
Oh.
Though I know my father, if
I thought you always needed
think
another.
about union with Asari. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed.
Maybe she wanted.
Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly
Talk
if
about
the
your
father's
mom.
species is short-lived.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You good?
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Good talk.
I should go.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I think that's everybody I can talk to? I believe so. Okay, so found her. Alrighty. What's this? So everything else is a side quest then. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm going to stop here for today because for some reason I am really hungry. Like, I ate lunch and everything, so... And that's being very distracting to me. Oh, goodness. So I am gonna go get myself something to eat and get that sorted out because, you know, pretty... Oh, God. It's so weird. But it's like a good kind of hungry. When you... There's like the kind of hungry where it's like... My blood sugar's low and I'm gonna curl into a ball, right? It just comes on suddenly. And there's the kind of hungry where you like feel it in your stomach. It's like a more natural... feeling kind of hungry, and it's like, that means I've been eating correctly lately. That's good. I love it. So I'm gonna go take care of that, and tomorrow I will be playing more Oni at noon Pacific time, and we'll see how far along I can get on that. I'm just gonna be on that till I finish it, and I've been realizing I've been on Stalker Gamma for like 22 streams. Wow, that's quite a bit. And I've just started Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Ooh, wow. I better start doing 4 or 5+ hour streams if I'm gonna get through all these Mass Effect games anytime soon. There's so much dialogue that is worth it to to go through because, you know, it builds relationships. Like I said, it opens up important things later. But wow, all right. I may have already screwed things up with Ashley. I don't remember. I think I can figure it out, though. There might be enough time. If I take enough side quests, I could probably do it. I think this... Is it when you get back from any mission and accomplish... I think so. And you can advance conversations? I think so. So, yeah. Anyway. I am going to go. Thanks, everyone who came to the stream. Whatever time, place you're in, I hope you have a good one. I'm Mav. Thanks again. See you tomorrow at noon.